Hello guys, it's Zach here, and I'm bringing you more from the Grandmasters League round 2 of 7. And this is set 3 of the week. Tomorrow will be the last set, unfortunately, boo-hoo. But today we've got 2 games between DauT and dogao. Should be pretty good sets. Both of these guys won their previous games 2-0, and that means that they are both on 3 points in the league right now, which is kind of interesting, kind of cool, and I really have no idea which way this could go, and yeah, we'll have to see how it goes. dogao then in red playing as Vikings off to the right of his home map, and DauT on the left in blue playing Vikings to the left of dogao's home map. The home map, of course, being Baltic, chosen by dogao. And for those of you who saw Fiege's stream last night, dogao actually played Stark on Baltic for the Masters of Random Map tournament, and dogao went on to win that game. Whether or not he will win this game is a completely different story, because this was played before the Stark game, of course, and I can also tell you that dogao won his set with Stark 2-1, which means he progresses to the next round of the Masters of Random Map tournament. But that has nothing really to do with this. I just thought I'd fit that in there. It's a bit of background about dogao recently, because there isn't a lot going on at the start of this game just yet, so I'm going to speed things on up. And let's have a look at his map. He's got forward gold here, which is, it's not too bad. It's quite close to his town centre, but if DauT was to win water, then he could easily bring some ships against the shoreline here and attack the gold from there, which is a little bit of a worry for dogao. He does have gold at the back here though, which does mean that he can easily transition to this if he has to, and it's very safe, and also gold on the side. DauT, on the other hand, his gold is pretty safe, away from any harm of the water at all, and a little bit of gold at the back for him on either side as well, so not too bad for him. And both of these guys very close to the water. Yesterday we had a really weird map. dogao was miles away from the water, and this time they're both fairly close, and they've both got their fishing ships coming out already. We'll see a few of those before a pretty quickly going up to a pretty quick upgrade to the feudal age, where we will see some grushing, I imagine. They're both playing as Vikings, and that is what is to be expected. Whether it's going to be 3, 4 docks, maybe even 5 docks, is yet to be seen. We'll have to wait for that one. dogao just sending more villagers over to wood right now, getting a loom, and then he should just have enough food to get up to the feudal age. This boar about to be finished off, so he should just hit 500 as the loom is finishing, and he'll be able to upgrade in a reasonable time. Now sometimes you don't always have to do loom on this map, because it's quite easy to wall at the sides and keep an eye out for sneak villagers coming through. Like here and here are the only real choke points, or if we look on this side here as well, the only real choke points where villagers can come through. The only other way villagers are going to be landing on your side and surprising you is if they get landed in a transport ship, which is why it's so important to take water control of the center lake, because it does give you a lot of flexibility. If you do have control of that, not only are you able to fish, because there's a hell of a lot of big fish, but you're able to land your opponent. And that's pretty much the story for every water map where water plays a large part in the game. So dogao are likely to be going for quite a big rush. DauT probably going to be doing the same. At the moment they're both just switching very heavily into wood and a few villagers to gold, so they can start pumping out those galleys once they reach the feudal age. Who's going to reach feudal first? It looks like dogao is actually going to reach feudal, and sometimes players will want to get feudal so quickly, and even more quickly, that they'll try and squeeze in perhaps an extra villager instead of getting loom, or even just skip loom and get up to the feudal age even faster, and that way they can get the galleys out faster. As you can see, this boar not even being taken here for the time being, just rotting away, and sometimes they can do that, and because they're going to be unlikely to be landed, they can get a faster grush that way and try and take control of the water a little bit faster. And we've not seen that today. They've both gone for loom, and a bit of a scuffle with that scout cavalry there, trying to do a little bit of harassment just to keep dogao on his toes. But dogao about to hit feudal age right now on 25 population. DauT identical 25 population. and starting to build his second dock right now. dogao, though, already about to finish his third dock, and he has hit feudal. We should see a pretty strong rush from him, and that would work out very well if you get some boats out pretty quickly. DauT then already up to feudal now, just a fraction of a second behind, starting to get those galleys out as well. But at the moment he only has the 3 docks, so if dogao can actually make full use of these the whole time, unfortunately this one not really being used, he's trying to get the 4th one out really quick, then he can actually beat DauT to having more galleys on the water very quickly. So 4th dock coming in for dogao. Now it can be possible, as we saw yesterday, if you saw it, the dogao versus start game, to only go for 3 docks and then a fast castle and then go for war galley and use your advantage there. dogao was up against a hell of a lot of ships, a lot more than he had, and he just kept them out of harm's way, did some great micro on the water, and then upgraded to war galley once he reached the castle age. So that could be a valid strategy, though it's likely we'll see a heavy grush from both of these guys, as they are quite close together in terms of number of galleys at the moment. dogao just moving out now, trying to find where his opponent is. Let's have a look at his scouting. He doesn't know exactly where DauT's docks are, but he has a good idea, and he's going to find them just now as he comes in. DauT probably knows exactly where dogao's docks are. Here they are, because he scouted that with his scout cavalry earlier on. And you can see that DauT has 2 galleys out on the water, and it might be interesting for, or might be useful for dogao to find how many docks DauT does actually have, because he knows he's got 4 obviously, and he can then put himself in the position of, well, I've got more docks, so I can really push the water here. Or, you know, what is DauT going to do? He's only got 3. Is he going to go for a faster castle time? Something like that. So we should see a pretty big grush on the water pretty shortly. DauT just going to move out and keep an eye out for their micro here, see who can actually micro this slightly better. dogao has definitely got more numbers right here, and I'm curious to know if DauT thinks he's got 4. No, he only sees 3 docks there, but dogao actually has the 4, and I think DauT is probably realizing that now as he sees all of these extra galleys on the water, the galleys that he of course doesn't have, because he only has the 3 docks right now. Retreating away, and dogao going to give chase. He's got a little advantage here, and he may as well push it. Not seeing any blacksmiths from either of these guys just yet. We'll see that once he can get enough villagers sustaining his wood production so he can consistently create galleys. And dogao going to go in with an attack now. Is he going to be able to do a lot of damage? This galley here taking a bit of a beating. DauT getting a little bit messy there, forgetting to move that galley back or group it with the others, unnecessarily losing that one, and dogao has a very weak galley at the back. DauT might try and target that to bring things a little bit more even, but look at this. DauT going to have to be very careful here not to lose his fishing ships, and he doesn't want to get trapped in this corner either, because dogao can close in and do a hell of a lot of damage. But for now, dogao just kind of scouting out, see what he can see what DauT's got on the water, and it's looking clear to me that dogao is going to have a lot more galleys here. DauT though with 44 pop and dogao on 48, but DauT has got less galleys, so he might have more villagers out. He probably got the same amount of fishing ships, four apiece, yeah, but he might be looking now to get up to the castle age in a reasonable time. He's starting to add on a few farms here. He's taking his berries as well, and we might see him go for more farms, as we can see there. A little bit messy, not getting the farms in the best position. He could move that back one, but we've got to bear in mind DauT has not got feeling in one of his hands, which might be a little bit of an excuse for him, but he's looking like he's struggling on the water right here, and he might be going for a faster castle time, starting to seed more farms. There's the blacksmith from him. Does dogao have +1? Well, no, he does not just yet, but I imagine the blacksmith will be on its way any time now. There it is, blacksmith and fletching at the back. DauT going to be doing the same at the front here, but he's probably looking to get up to the feudal age, castle age even a little bit faster, so that he can actually beat this grush from dogao. He's still he's just added his 4th dock on now, and he's a little bit further behind on the water at the moment. Have a look at dogao. He's still just about to take his sheep. No farms from him just yet, and a little bit of berries too. Berries often taken quite a bit later on water maps like this, as they really don't need them that early in the game when you've got your fishing ships. Looks like DauT's going to try and go for the fishing ships here, sending the galleys right at the back, and he's looking for them. Dogao's just going to move them out of the way in time, and DauT could lose his entire navy here. This is really not looking good for him. Dogao going straight up with the 4 docks, really giving himself an advantage on the water, and look at DauT's score falling very far behind, as Dogao shows quite good dominance on the water here. DauT has stopped creating galleys. He might be, there we go, sowing more farms now, looking to get up to the castle age really quickly, adding on a barracks. He might go and land. He's going to sneak a couple of villages around the side. Dogao has not walled this off, so he could catch Dogao off guard here with an archery range, or a stable, probably an archery range, and a barracks going up at base. So it looks like, yeah, DauT is going to stop with the water real quick, start getting up to the castle age, thinking about that. Still plenty of villagers gathering wood, but he's going to want to move a little bit more to farms shortly. And Dogao pretty secure in the fact that he has the water right now, but he's going to have to be careful. He's going to have to keep an eye out on the right hand side. Now there we go, he's sending over the walls. He can see that DauT is not creating any more galleys, and he's going to assume that DauT is going to go for some kind of land attack, and it looks to me like DauT is not going to sneak these villagers. He's going to have to move them up here real quick, and if he doesn't do it in time, he's going to be walled out, and that is going to be an absolute nightmare for him. There's the archery range, and this is not looking good, because if Dogao walls this, then DauT's land attack is not going to work. He's got to get those villagers through to the other side. It looks like Dogao's just about to close him out, and that is going to be costly for DauT there. Not only has he just built that archery range, but now he's going to find that he won't be able to get through the walls. But look at this. It doesn't look like, uh-oh, Dogao, you've not scouted properly, and look at this. There's actually a passage there that Dogao thought was closed. Wow, it looks like Dogao is actually going to get sneaked on by DauT here, and he is going to be kicking himself when he sees that this is actually open, and that is a real problem for him. And DauT just waltzing on through there, adding an archery range in, and he is going to be pretty happy with the fact that he's just secured this. Dogao, though, still with a small chance here of seeing these villagers. He might decide to go this way, but he probably is going to go up to the north if he's heading back to his base. Look at those villagers on berries right there, looking to get up to the castle age in a reasonable time still, and it's very clear to me that DauT has lost the water, and look at the score differences now. Dogao probably going to add in some more fishing ships. I'm surprised he's not doing that just yet. He's got a lot of wood in the bank, and he could be adding some fishing ships on now to give him that food boost, but he's not doing that. But look at this, it's so close and he still doesn't know he's there. This is crazy. I'm surprised actually Dogao's had idle villagers down here for quite some time. He's not actually done anything, and he looks like he is going to go, oh no, he's going to re-wall. I thought he might just be going out there. Not really sure what Dogao's doing over here, but it looks like DauT is actually sneak through. Oh no! He's seen the archer, and he knows it must be open, or he knows there's an archery range, and that is a bit of a problem because DauT is coming on in, and Dogao, when he sees the map, is going to be kicking himself on here. Looks like DauT's going to lose that villager, and Dogao's going to come in with the archers now, but he really does need to get up to the castle age, and he's about to do that in just a second, in fact right now after this villager, and he will then be able to upgrade to crossbowman and try and do quite a bit of damage to Dogao here. DauT, though, very nice tower at the back. It doesn't look like Dogao's seeing that. That is going to be quite crucial. It's going to force him off wood here, and it may just be in range of those villagers, though I doubt it for the time being. Now Dogao adding on 3 archery ranges, starting to pump out some skirmishers, and that's going to delay him up to the castle age. But against archers, well, DauT is going to have to be careful because he's going to get absolutely shredded if he stands too close to these skirmishers. Nicely done though, watch how on that wood right there, and Dogao's economy looking a little bit messy now with not too many villagers working, a lot of villagers being disrupted, and all sort of a bit messy. Still open here though, and I cannot believe that Dogao didn't notice that gap, and who would blame him? If you have a look at his point of view here, yeah, you can kind of understand why you'd think that's closed, but it's not. That's a big problem. But DauT now losing his docks, which is not so great. He's not going to be able to get fishing ships, and fortunately for him, his resources are quite far from the shoreline, so he's kind of safe in that regard. But look at this, dogao now with a transport ship. Looks like he is going to go and land on DauT, sending... is it going to be these villagers? Nope, he's going to go and try and take out this watchtower, which makes a lot of sense, and the transport ship is still here and waiting for him to go and land him. You can do that very easily, as I was saying earlier. Taking the water does mean that you can land quite easily. DauT now with some archers and some more skirmishers coming in, but they're only coming out of 3 archery ranges actually, never mind. They've both got 3, but it looks like dogao's got more units on the field right now, and he's going to be losing his watchtower if he's not careful here as well. DauT trying to repair that so he can get extra damage going in on dogao's units that are coming over. 5 archers in there. He's going to keep repairing it as dogao's trying to knock it down. And look at this, if DauT wins this battle, great sort of micro hanging to the hill, continuing to repair the watchtower whilst his archers fire out with extra firepower. It looks like DauT could actually take this hill, and if he does do that, then he is going to be in a great situation to go and attack dogao's main base. dogao still with this transport ship though, waiting to see what he does with that, and at the moment he's not gathering any gold whatsoever. And look at this, it looks like he's going to be forcing him away. Just these skirmishers left to try and take down these villagers that are taking out the watchtower, repair the watchtower up, and he could be in with a good shout of actually doing some real damage to dogao's eco here. dogao's still in the feudal age. He is not upgrading to castle just yet. Look how much food he needs to upgrade. It looks like the watchtower is gonna stand as well. That is incredible, and DauT doing something really good there. Crossbowmen now upgraded, they're going to be coming out, and we see, I think he's already got Bodkin Arrow done, so he's got +2 attack, and this is going to be a real problem for Dog, because look at how many villagers are just here. They are going to be absolutely flattened if he's not careful, throwing up a watchtower there, but easily countered by putting units at the base. Looks like dogao is going to be in a spot of trouble. He needs to get up to the castle age reasonably soon. Having all of this water is not helping him out that much, and it looks like he's added a couple of fishing ships on. Perhaps not enough. He could have added some more on earlier and really got that food boost from the fishing ships. But in comes DauT again, and dogao with a very quick wall off here, but he's going to lose a few villagers, that is for sure. That one very low on HP as it runs back towards the tower, and it looks like DauT is going to be doing a great attack over here with now a siege workshop going up. We could see a mangonel from him very quickly indeed. We could see a couple of rams even if he wants to. And these galleys on the shoreline just losing HP from this tower. Yeah, wow. So DauT going to be coming in now on the right hand side, looking to find what he can find, but dogao almost creating a full wall here, but unfortunately not quite finished it off. I'm not really sure what he's doing here though, because he can't take gold. He's not got any gold coming in. He's got enough to get up to the castle age, so he can afford to do that, but look, he doesn't have any food, and he's really struggling to get the food out. He needs to get some more fishing ships out on the water and get his villagers working again. He's got a lot of idols, I think. Yeah, if we have a look, 1, 2, a couple of idols in there, idols all around here, a hell of a lot of idle villagers which need to be sorted out, and that is a bit of a problem for him. Of course, DauT now into the castle age. He can make a couple of town centres if he wants. He's spent quite a bit of stone already on actually getting this watchtower up and then repairing it, but if he gets a bit more stone in, then he could quite easily work really heavily on his eco. But it looks like he's going to go for the 1TC and really keep the pressure on. In comes the mangonel, and if he mangonels down DauT's town centre before dogao's town centre before dogao can reach castle, it's pretty much game over, though I don't want to call it just yet because yeah, you can't really do that, can you? You can't call it that soon. In we come with the mangonel though, so really focusing down on this town centre, and dogao's going to have to do something. He's going to have to do something. It's going to have to force a reaction out of him. Maybe he needs a few more skirmishers. But look at this. DauT, it doesn't look like he's got any skirmishers there. It doesn't look like he's got any army. But in reality, he's got tons. They're all just like piled up on top of each other. And I think, you know, dogao's going to have a real tough time getting this mangonel down with just skirmishers. He's going to need some cavalry or something to get in there and do some damage to that mangonel. Looks to me, though, like he's going to really focus on mangoneling down this TC. He's pretty pretty desperate to do that, and dogao is desperate to keep it up as well. Of course, it's only going to be a matter of time before he runs out of resources to repair it with. It's costing him a lot to have to repair this, and dogao is looking in a pretty bad situation right now. DauT starting to take some stone over here, could be looking to get up a new town centre pretty shortly, and really start to work heavily on his economy. Of course, Vikings have pretty decent economy because they get wheelbarrow and hand carts for free, which helps them out quite a bit, especially when they get up to the castle age. So DauT really gaining an advantage all this time that he's in the castle age, having that hand cart research done for free as well. Looking with his mangonels to try and get a big pick on the skirmishers here. Not going to have such luck, and just going to keep his army alive for the time being. But look at this, DauT with 3 mangonels now, absolutely raining down rocks from the heavens onto this town centre, and this town centre looks like it could go down. It's on half HP already, and dogao is forced to do something here, but he can't get too close because his skirmishers are just going to get hit by the mangonels, and it's going to be so tough. Another mangonel coming in from DauT now, and he is going to be pretty going hard on getting this Watchtower town centre down. Dog still unable to advance up to the castle age, and if he loses his town centre, oh my, this is not going to be good news for him. It's really getting low on HP now. He's desperately trying to repair it up, but I think this is lost. If he loses this TC, it's GG, and there it is. It's gone. It's absolutely gone. dogao without a town centre, he cannot upgrade to the castle age. It's not going to happen. He's going to have to rebuild his TC, and he's not got enough wood for that. And this is huge for him. It looks like DauT is going to take this game. And wow, if dogao had just walled that in time, this could have been prevented. And look at that, going to be taking out everything that dogao holds dear here. And if he takes out these watchtowers, then DauT is going to be able to absolutely storm through dogao's base. Going to have to be a little bit careful though, because the watchtowers do outrange mangonels. And look at this, DauT just absolutely flattening him. No town centre for dog. Oh, that's not good. And he is not going to be able to get up to the castle age. Now DauT is just going to make a huge advantage. I did just notice though, I missed before, DauT has just been landed by dogao's archers here. He did use that transport ship at long last to land a few archers onto DauT's side. DauT going to lose a few villagers here, but it's really nothing in comparison to what dogao's having to deal with over here. dogao's trying to throw watchtowers up all over the place, but these villagers being absolutely massacred by the crossbowmen. DauT can quickly respond to this with a little wall and a few archery ranges. He's probably wondering why dogao hasn't resigned just yet, because I think to us it's pretty clear that it's GG. It's pretty clear indeed. dogao going to be able to keep his villagers safe in these towers for the time being, but he's still lacking a town centre, and he's going to have to get that up. I don't know where he's going to get it up, because DauT is going to see it as soon as it does go up, and this is not looking good. There we go, it's over on the right hand side here, and dogao desperately trying to stay in this game. If he sells off some wood here, he could be able to get up to the castle age in a reasonable time, and could you imagine if he turned it round? How amazing would that be? That would be amazing. But DauT really looking strong here, but we've got to bear in mind, look at this, dogao starting to build up on the left. He's got his town centre back up, it's back on its feet, the market's going to go up, he's going to sell off some wood, and he should just have enough to get up to the castle age. But I think there we go, he just resigned right there, because, well, he must have resigned right there because well, I can't see why he would have stayed on. It must have been dogao who resigned. I'm sure it was, because we didn't say it in the chat, which is really weird. But yeah, dogao must have resigned there. There's no way he could have come back from that. The Rams coming in, of course, as well. So I guess that went to DauT, and pretty decisively as well. I mean, he played that really well, and I just can't believe dogao missed this. What a little mistake that cost him the game. He could have probably won that game if he had have just kept this space closed. But there we go, DauT takes it 1-0. Very well played by him. And yeah, I'll be bringing you the second game right after this, so stay tuned for more GML. As usual, I've been Zach, and if you've enjoyed the video, give it a little like. I'll see you next time.